Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we brought the big guns down from the Wisconsins.
Is Bill here?
No, I was talking about you.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna put an air ride in this here truck.
Yeah.
Get her a little lower. When I say we're gonna mostly Chad's gonna work on this thing, and then towards the end of the video, me and Shock are gonna come in and like help do the easy stuff.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I mean, I get myself into these things all the time, so here I am.
Here I am. You're just along for the ride.
Yep.
Literally, because we're gonna take this thing for a ride when this video is over with, and tell you guys exactly the real deal on going to a single bag air setup of your setup. There's a lot of different options out there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get the real deal test with yours.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want honesty. I want to make sure, you know,
I've
we
driven
got something good.
I've driven a few trucks with single bag setups.
Yeah.
Different people's done different things, and I've had the opportunity to drive them. Not a lot, but I've driven a few. And up until this point, I pretty well prefer the factory air ride, I think.
If you're gonna drive it, that's a good system.
Yeah.
To me, I think they ride a little stiff. Not knocking on anything, but I'm used to a single bag that's a little cushier.
Yeah.
You know, but
and I'm always a pretty big proponent for the factory stuff because you can pull into a dealership.
Yeah.
Anything that needs to be serviced or done,
Yeah.
it becomes a little bit easier. But you can't get that stance with a factory air ride.
well, that's a number one thing in our kind of line of work. It's, well, where does it sit? How close is it to the ground?
Yep.
Granted, my goal is not to be on the ground, but a lot closer.
Yep. And if you're going to get a truckload, factory air ride, you can body drop it.
Yeah.
And then if you don't want to do a body drop, which like on this truck build, the body drop's going to kind of cause us issues. So we decided not to do a body drop, and we're actually doing the air ride setup, which I'm excited about because I really get to help start to finish on putting one in and driving it.
Yeah.
Back to back. It's not a big difference. I mean, I just drove the truck up here with a factory air ride. So like this is going to take us a couple of days.
Yeah.
And then we're going to drive with the new air ride while all the memory of how the truck drove is fresh.
Yeah,
And
but
you
you
get a
drove
good-
enough of them, it's, you know.
Yeah.
So,
But anyway, we're going to get right into it, and we're going to get this thing on the ground,
All right,
or
let's
closer
get to
to
it.
the ground. What's this we? I thought you were going to do it.
you just said you were going to help.
Well, I'm
too.
going to help at the end when it becomes easy.
In the end, yeah, of course. Brian always helps when, you know,
It's easy.
I was going to say when we most need it, but you beat me to it.
All right, let's get after this. Okay, so Chad has been over here working on changing the air ride out on this truck, and as you can see, all the pieces are gone. All the factory stuff's out. And walk over here. There's all the factory air ride, all right there. Because we're not using any of that. We're doing a single bag setup, and that's what we're doing. So we're getting everything ready. We're gonna have to move some things. We gotta move the airline. We got shocks going over here. Then we'll do a whole single bag setup. We already changed the rear shackles. Kind of a lot going on. What are you doing there, Chad?
Trying to, I don't know what to do with this, so.
Well, it looks like it goes right there.
Yeah, it does, but see, I'm pretty bad at welding, so I gotta take that out, because if I'm welding like this, I might go way over here and weld it in, and that's bad.
Well, you know what? When you're welding, if you want me to, just to be safe, I can like hold my hand right here.
Okay.
And then while you weld this way, that way I'll kind of be like a guide.
You go ahead and do that. That one can stay in there.
That one looks good there. It looks good there.
That one's for educational purposes. Hey, we're live.
We've done a fabulous Captain Krylon job on the bottom side of these here bag bracket shock mount deals. My handiwork right there. I only think there's 2 runs.
I'm seeing a lot more than 2, and I'm standing a long ways away.
No, man, there's 2. There's a little one right there. There's a little one right there. I went heavy on the inside.
I like how you say little.
It's a big one.
Good thing you're underneath.
Ugh.
Hope it sits level. All right, now tip it upside down and let me see what size you get. What side you got? Okay, that's passenger side. So put that on the passenger side.
Put that on the passenger side?
Yes,
That's
sir.
the seat without, that's the side that doesn't have the steering wheel, right? Depends on who's
I
riding.
mean,
Depends on who's riding on the passenger side.
in America, drops right in. There's the other U-bolt. Yeah, put your hat on backwards. It goes in easier.
It does. I'll have that other U-bolt.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, now she fits good.
That's the other one.
Yeah.
So put that one in. Sometimes you gotta get Western with it. It'll go, it'll go.
Old flesh hammer here.
Do you want a hammer?
It'd be less painful.
Hold on. You want a little hammer or a big hammer? Here, I'll get you a little one because you didn't answer fast enough.
I think we need a shorter one, Chad.
Shorter what?
U-bolt.
What are you? You're supposed to go right there, not over there. You're supposed to go right there. So pull that back out.
You didn't tell me no.
It's not my job. Okay, there you go. Now put it in the right hole.
I thought we were putting 3 on it.
Oh man, that slides in so much nicer.
You just let me do that. Jerk. Oh man, where are our nuts at? We need some nuts. There they are.
They're right there. All right, I'm gonna put this camera down. I'm gonna help you so you don't screw anything else up.
I'm not gonna mess nothing up.
Okay.
I'm a professional.
Uh-huh.
We have now finished putting all the bags in place, bolting everything together, running all our stuff for our airlines. We took our airlines back off because we're just using the Schrader valve for the time being just to make sure we get everything where we need it to be quicker. And then once we're done, we'll actually do the final plumbing and then the wiring. So we should close the hood and see what it looks like with the hood closed. Now we can actually see how the stance is going to be and where the fender is going to sit inside them, or the wheels are going to sit inside the fender. Oh, the cab's down yet anyway.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, there you go.
Is that all right?
Yeah, it's okay. This is a much better look. It's a much better look. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets your mud flaps are about touching back here.
Yeah.
Tires.
And honestly, you get some more weight on the truck. I know this sounds weird, but if you leave the air in the back, the bumper actually gets like this much closer to the ground.
It pushes the truck forward, yeah.
Yeah. So that or you get in the gravel or the grass and you just sit and turn your tires back and forth to one spot.
Single, make you a little hole.
You'll lay the bumper out.
So this is nice. It's got a good look to it. I mean, they look so much better when the air's dumped and the tires tucked a little bit in that fender, for sure. Well, cool. We'll flip the hood up and start wiring. Is that the game plan?
Yep.
Okay.
I gotta put shocks on and you guys can wire.
Okay. We'll do it. Okay, so it is 10:30 in the evening. Shock's over here cranking on a bumper. Does that mean we're done?
Couple more cranks.
Here, a couple more cranks there, bud. Just good and tight.
I used an impact wrench to do I don't know why he's doing the Armstrong stuff. Maybe he wants to work out.
He's getting the workout, man. He's gonna get pumped up.
Milking the clock.
Yeah, he gets paid by the hour, apparently.
So we've aired her up. Everything works. We're good there. Kind of wiped some of the dust off of it there. And we're gonna go home. All right, so me, Chad, and Shock left out of here last night about 11:30. And we left the truck sitting here with about 50 pounds of air in it.
Yep.
Still got 50 pounds of air in it.
Imagine that.
So I guess it passed the test. Now we just gotta drive it.
Yeah, that's the real test. So I want to see what you think of it, because obviously you've drove factory air ride trucks.
Yep.
I want to hear the difference.
I'm kind of actually excited to actually drive it, see what I think about it.
Yep.
So let's just open these doors up and go.
It's hot in here.
It is a little warm. Doors open. We're gonna crank the truck up. The next step after all this is wash this thing. It needs a little bit of a bath. She's a little dirty yet. You ready to go?
I don't know. I feel like you don't know what you're doing over there, but I'll just ride along.
Well, you got this thing. Does the little
That does the forward, backwards, yep.
Yeah, and then this does the, that
The
way.
left, right.
Yeah.
Well, then we got it.
And, this thing's like, does that. So I mean, like,
But we did our pre-trip, so we already know that.
I'm like pro.
Yeah, all right.
Basically, we got our air gauges up here, y'all. So we got 2 general airs hooked up, left bag, right bag. We're sitting at 50 pounds of air.
We're going to try it at that for a minute. We might bump it up to 60. We'll see.
We got all the tools out from this thing, right?
Sure.
We'll listen for tools when we get on the road here.
Yep.
So already right out of the gate, just because I've driven enough through this parking lot, the front end's already smoother.
You think so? You just wait. Actually, there's nothing wrong with the factory air ride. It's just, this is a little bit different look. Kind of the look we're going for.
It gets the truck low?
Yeah. I always said, if you want to drive the truck, leave the factory air in it. Or
Yeah,
maybe you have a spring
110%.
ride truck and you want air ride, so this is a great option.
It is.
Yep.
And then maybe you have factory air and you just want your truck to sit really low. This is a good option.
Yep. Yep.
Chad,
What?
we need to put our seatbelts on.
Well, I'm actually wearing a helmet, so I don't need my
Just
seatbelt.
safe.
Yep. Anybody's looking, they got trucks for sale down here, folks.
We got a few.
And a lot of nice ones. There's even a purple one.
Chad's favorite color.
I don't even know if that one's for sale. So,
No, those are customer trucks. So it handles, like this road's got a pretty big crown to it.
yeah.
And this thing's handling the crown fine. It's not like trying to yank me around anywhere.
Does the steering wheel like steering you, or
No, I'm driving
you
the
feel
truck.
like you're in control?
I'm driving the truck for sure.
You're driving a truck.
It is not driving me at all.
It's an improvement, I believe, out of all the trucks I've done. And I'm not saying that because I've been the guy, but I think they drive exceptionally well.
So,
And then like the steering wheel, you're hitting bumps and there's no bumps steer.
just nothing.
Yeah.
This is exactly, this is exactly the same as driving a factory air ride truck in terms
Yep.
of it's not trying to be all darty and it's not yanking the
Yep.
steering wheel around
Yep.
at all.
Yep.
And bump steer in anything is horrible. I hate it.
Yes.
It'll aggravate you to no end. Not to mention you'd be fatigued if you had to drive a truck that had bump steer all the time.
Right. Well, when you're driving, I'm not going to say 1,000 miles a day because we don't do that anymore, thanks to people. But, when you drive 4, 5, 6, 700 miles a day,
Yeah.
you don't want to be anywhere near fatigued.
No, you just want to be able to get where you're going, right?
Yep, I think so. Which way are we gonna go?
Or go towards the Carlsville.
And we're at 50. Normally I run them at 60.
Yeah.
But this one actually at 50 seems to be doing very well. Now, we don't have any steer weight on it. We don't have a trailer behind us. We don't have any of that, so we may have to bump things up. No drive shaft vibrations, no growl, none of that yet.
Sitting at 72, 73, 74, 75. It's as fast as we can go. I mean, it's...
Oh, we can't even blow the gate doing 98?
No.
What the heck? See? All them trucks for sale. Even some 579s.
Dude, this thing steers amazing. It's like, this is awesome.
That's good. We didn't even really straighten the steering wheel either. We changed the up and down of the truck, but the steering wheel never changed. I don't get how that works, but
if anything, it might be a little less, just a little bit.
well, but all you got to do is you got to put 60 pounds of air in, and that'll bring her right around.
To be 100% honest with you right now, I think this steers better than the factory truck.
Okay.
I mean, like the ride of it and everything right now, I'm like this is better than the factory air.
Yep. It's good.
This guy going a little slow. Show our custom wiring.
No, I don't want to show that.
It's just temporary till we do all the other things in here. But
I'm gonna put a little more air in it,
all right.
and I'm just gonna. We shouldn't do it going down the road, but we live on the edge. Does it drive any different? Can't tell.
No.
It's only like 5 pounds, but if anything, it makes it more stable this way, especially when you got a trailer and a load behind it.
Yeah.
But
when we got her to the wood, I mean, I go like it was the road straight here. I guess like over. There's no shake in this truck. There's nothing.
yeah, that's not a edited video. It's real. It's real, folks.
This is 100%. Like, I mean, and here's the thing. So, like in our shop, like we don't really do a lot of. We don't do suspension modification.
Yes.
Really. We do a lot of stuff. One thing we just don't really get into the middle of is that. That's why you came down and did this truck for us.
I completely get that.
Now,
I completely get it.
not to say it's 100% we can do this. I mean, it's really a pretty straightforward process. But if someone wanted a truck that sat lower, or an air ride, a truck that didn't have air ride,
Yep.
this is 100% the way to go.
I think so.
This thing drives, I mean, pretty dang nice.
Cool.
I've driven a couple other trucks with air ride on them, and they do kind of...
They wander?
They wander and whatnot,
Yeah.
and it's really annoying to have to actually pay attention to drive.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing, I'm looking way down the road, and it steers like any vehicle should.
Honestly, I think the way that I've done a few things, I think I've got that part figured out. But like I said, I've done a lot of them. But a lot of it is your valving for your up down. A lot's your valving. If you don't do that correctly, same with a lot of the rest of like shock placement and all, like the truck's gonna drive you.
Yeah.
You're gonna have bump steer, all that. So that's a huge thing, and that comes with just putting them in and knowing the science behind it. So I think for the most part, we got a few things figured out. So
This one's, I mean, I'll be pretty excited. Like when when Jared from PDI picks this truck up, we're finished with it. He drives this thing.
Yep.
It's gonna drive like this right here.
Yep.
I'd be thrilled.
Well, and that's good for him too, because he's gonna get in it and he's gonna like to drive it, not hate to drive it. You don't want that.
All right, so Chad's fixing to get in and dump the air. We're sitting at ride height. So as you can tell right now, the ride height in this truck is about what a factory air ride would look like dumped. So you can see where the fender and everything sits on this. This is how we just drove it. Over here, look at that truck. That's your factory ride height. So you can see with the air dump, it tucks the tire just a little bit. We're on an 18-inch bumper, and it's got a really good stance. A 20-inch bumper is gonna look freaking awesome.
I think so. Guys are starting to run 18s though with the availability on tires. In the 24.5s.
Yeah.
They're forced to be.
Because you're on a 22 with low pros, you kind of run an 18-inch bumper.
The 18s are coming in.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
They ain't got a choice. So.
While I still can, I want to do the 24s.
Yeah, I know.
Till they're gone, I guess. I hate that they're like, the bigger wheel looks better to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
One more comparison here. So this truck right here, zoom in a little bit more. That is factory air ride dumped. You can see where that thing's sitting. And it is on 22.5, so it's a little bit lower than a truck would be with 24.5s. And you come over here, and that is the air dumped on 24.5s. The considerable difference in how low that truck sits now. All right, guys, that's it for this video. We got a lot to do yet back here, but one of the biggest things that we needed done before we could even move any further, we got finished. Thanks.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
Yeah. It was fun.
It was fun.
It was
I
fun.
like always enjoy working with you. It's always been a good time.
It's hard to always grab your tools and go somewhere else and work because you don't know if you have everything.
Yeah.
But it was easy.
Yeah.
It worked out.
Yep. And it's a pretty straightforward deal that we've done. And again, guys, this thing rides amazing. It is awesome. When this thing's finished, I'll be excited to be able to drive this to some shows. That's like the best part. Like when we get done with this, I get to drive that to shows.
You gotta show it off.
Yeah. And you get to drive it. It'll be a fun one to go around in.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably, if Jared doesn't want to come here and get the truck, I'll happily drive it out there to him.
Maybe I'll road trip with you.
We'll do that.
Sounds
so that's it for the video. You got to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at Semi-Casual Show. If you want to watch other cool stuff. So Chad does also, the same time we made this video, he was making his own video which explains better detail on what we were doing with the front suspension. So you can go over to your channel.
Berry Trucking. It's pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
Berry Trucking. B-E-R-R-Y.
B-E, yep. Like strawberry, no straw.
No straw, just berries.
No straw. Yeah, just
Berry
berries.
Trucking. And they got all the stuff. They're y'all have had your YouTube going for a little over a year now.
Yeah, I think we got like 100 videos, something like that.
Pretty good.
So we just got done with a huge build this year, and I'm actually in the middle of another one. But I took some time off to come down here and work on this thing. So,
we appreciate that.
We got some more videos coming up. It takes time.
Yep.
The editing and all that.
Go check out, subscribe to their channel, the whole 9 yards.
Yep.
Look up PDI. We'll put links to all these things down here in the description so you can look at that and follow along. Make sure you hit the bell button and all that stuff so you can see the progression, because this truck is going to be amazing when it's finished.
I can't wait to see it.
Yep. See you guys.
See you later.